Hello students, welcome to Sairam classes English 1 to 3. Today we are again here with chapter Glimpses of India part 3, Tea from Assam. Before this video we had completed two parts of this chapter, A Baker of Goa and Kurg, and that is the third part, and this is the third part, Tea from Assam. Today we will do line by line explanation of this chapter. Before starting, I will tell you something about the chapter. Pranjal, a youngster from Assam, is Rajveer's classmate at school in Delhi. Pranjal's father is the manager of a tea garden in Upper Assam, and Pranjal has invited Rajveer to visit his home during the summer vacation. So, both we can say that both the boys are best friends, and Pranjal is basically belong to Assam, and they study in Delhi. Pranjal's father, he is a manager of a tea garden in Upper Assam. Pranjal has born and been brought up in this Assam, in the Assam, and Pranjal has invited Rajveer to visit his home during the summer vacation. Chai garam, garam chai, a vendor called out in a high pitched voice. Chai garam. Actually, this scene is set up on a railway station. Both the boys, Pranjal and Rajveer, were going to Assam, and when they were sitting in the compartment, suddenly a vendor shouted his high pitched voice that chai garam garam chai. He came up to the window and asked, Chai Sahab. Then he came up to the window also and asked about that, and asked that if they wanted tea. Give us 2 cups, Pranjal said. Then both of them enjoyed the both of them have ordered for 2 cups. They sipped the steaming hot liquid. As they were enjoying the steaming hot tea, almost everyone in their compartment was drinking tea too. And almost everyone who was sitting in their compartment was sipping, was enjoying the hot tea too. Do you know that over 80 crore cups of tea are drunk every day throughout the world? Rajveer said. Then he added, or he informed to Pranjal that, do you know that over 80 crores cup of tea are drunk every day throughout the world? Why? Yes, yay, exclaimed Pranjal. Tea really is very popular. Then Pranjal explained with surprise. He was very surprised to knew that tea is so much popular in the world that daily so much cups are consumed in the throughout the world. The train pulled out of the station. Pranjal buried his nose in his detective book again, and as the train left the station, Pranjal engaged himself again in his detective book. He was again busy in his detective book, which he was reading before. Rajveer too was an ardent fan of detective stories. Though Rajveer also had a great fan of detective stories. He loved to read detective stories, but at this moment he was keener. He wanted to enjoy on to the beautiful scenery which was outside. He wanted to enjoy the scenic beauty of that place. It was green everywhere. Rajveer had never seen so much greenery before. Then the soft green paddy fields gave way to tea bushes. It was green, green everywhere. There was so much greenery that everywhere is green. And Rajveer had never seen in his life, because he belonged to Delhi, so he had never seen so much greenery in his life. Then the soft green paddy fields gave away to tea bushes. And after the soft green paddy fields, tea bushes have started. It was a magnificent view. It was a mystical view. It was a beautiful view. Against the backdrop of densely wooded hills, a sea of tea bushes stretched as far as the eye could see. Against the backdrop, and there was a in the background there was densely wooded hills, and there and mid of them there was sea bushes stretched as far as the eye could see. Whenever you will see there, you could see only the sea of tea bushes, and there was so much there was a lot of tea bushes were there, that the narrator has compared it compared the tea bushes or the tea garden to sea of tea bushes. Dwarfing the tiny tree plants were tall, sturdy shade trees, and amidst the orderly rows of bushes, busily moved tall like fig. And uh, and the end of the tiny tree plants there were tall sturdy shady trees. बीच में वहाँ पे क्या था, बहुत बड़े बड़े ट्रीज लगे हुए थे. एंड amidst the orderly row of bushes, और उनके बीच में orderly rows of bushes का they were orderly row, they were managed in a proper way, and they were moved like a doll like figure, and they were moved by the wind. The wind was blowing strongly, so these bushes were moving doll like figures. In the distance was an ugly building with smoke blowing out of tall chimneys. And after some distance, there was an ugly building. The building was very old and need to be repaired, with smoke billowing out of tall chimneys. And smoke was coming out of of from the tall chimneys from this building. Hey, a tea garden! Rajveer cried excitedly. Yes, hey, see, there's a tea garden. Rajveer was very happy to see it. He was amazed to see the tea garden, because in his life he had never seen a tea garden. Pranjal, who had been born and brought up on a plantation, didn't share Rajiv's excitement. But Pranjal, who was born and been brought up on a same place, so he was not sure about Rajiv's excitement, because and in this way we can say that he was watching these all the things since his childhood, so he was not saying he was not able to watch any excitement in these in this place. Oh, this is tea country now, he said. Assam has the largest concentration of plantation in the world. You will see enough garden to last you a lifetime. Yes, this is the tea country now, he said. Assam has the largest concentration of plantation in the world. It means Assam has the largest producer of tea in the world, and you will see enough gardens to last you a lifetime, and you will see a lot of garden which you can never forget in your coming life. I have been reading as much as I could about tea, Rajvi said. No one really knows who discovered tea, but there are many legends. Then he explained that he had been reading as much as he could about the tea. He has investigated about everything about the tea. But he doesn't know who really knows. He says that no one really knows. No one is having the knowledge that who has discovered the tea in reality. But there are many legends, but there are many stories about it. What legends? Well, there's the one about the Chinese emperor who always boiled water before drinking it. Then he explained that there's a story about a Chinese emperor. There was a Chinese emperor in the old legend, and he always drink boiled water. And before drinking, he always boiled it. He doesn't. You can say that he boiled it so much, and after boiling a lot of temperature, he drank it. So one day when he was boiling the water, a few leaves of the twigs burning under the pot fell into the water, giving it a delicious flavor. And one day a few leaves of the twigs, few leaves which were burning under the pot, they by mistake or accidentally they fell into the water, and when they boiled in the water, they give a delicious aroma, they give a delicious smell, delicious flavor to that water. And it is said that they were tea leaves, and it is said that these twigs were the tea leaves which were boiled in the water. Tell me another, scoffed Pranjal. Then Pranjal inquired, or Pranjal insisted him to tell him another story, another legend about tea. We have an Indian legend too. Bodhidharma, an ancient Buddhist ascetic, cut off his eyelids because he felt sleepy during meditation. And we have an Indian legend. Then Rajveer explained that that we have an Indian legend too. There is another story which belonged to India. Bodhidharma, who was an ancient Buddhist ascetic. Ascetic means a person, a religious person or sadhu sant, cut off his eyelids because he felt sleepy during meditation. He told that he cut off his eyelids because he was feeling sleepy when he was while doing meditation. When he was doing meditation, he was feeling sleepy. That's why he cut off his eyelids. And eventually, these even the tea leaves were grown by these eyelids. 10 tea plants grew out of the eyelids, and there is a story that there is a belief that 10 tea plants grew out of these eyelids. The leaves of this plant, when put in hot water and drunk, banish sleep. And that's why when we boil these plants' leaf in the hot water, they and drunk it, it banish sleep. It remove the sleep. ये sleep को हटाती हैं. Banish means to remove or to get removed. Tea was first drunk in China, Rajveer added. Then Rajveer gave him another information that tea was first drunk in China. China was the first country which consumed tea, which started to consuming tea as far as back as 2700 BC, and it was drank there in China in 2700 BC. In fact, words such as tea, chai and chini are from China. In fact, जो word है ये chai and chini, they belong to Chinese language. Tea came to Europe only in the 16th century and was drunk more as medicine than as beverages. And it is tea came to Europe. It has come to the European country after only in the 16th century, and it was drunk more than as a medicine than as beverage. As a drinking or beverage which is used for liquid which is used for drink. Beverages means a liquid which we use to drink. So it was not drinking as a beverage there in the place. It was used as a medicine there. The train clattered into Magnani Junction. The boys collected their luggage and pushed their way to the crowded platform. Now the train stopped into Mariani Junction, and clattered means basically the sound of the brakes. Both of the boys collected their luggage and pushed their way to the crowded platform, and they boarded the train to reach on the crowded platform. Pranjal's parents were already waiting for both of them. Soon they were driving towards Dhekia Bari, and they were proceeding to Dhekia Bari, and Dhekia Bari was a tea garden which was managed by Pranjal's father. An hour later, the car veered sharply off the main road. They crossed a cattle bridge and entered Dhekia Bari tea estate. And after an hour, by the car journey, they sharply off the main road and crossed a cattle bridge. And after crossing the cattle bridge, they entered Dhekia Bari tea estate. On both sides of the gravel road were acre upon acre of tea bushes, all neatly pruned to the same height. And both sides of the gravel road, जो फुटपाथ टाइप का जो छोटी सी जो रोड थी वहाँ पर देवर एकड़ अपॉन एकड़ दूर तक मतलब एकड़ के जो एरियाज में देवर टी बुशेस एंड ऑल देवर नीटली प्रण टू द सेम हाइट, ऑल वर ग्रोन टू द सेम हाइट, neither was big nor was small. If each and every one was at the same height. Groups of tea pluckers with bamboo baskets on their back, and there were a lot of people who were in groups, and they were plucking tea leaves with their bamboo basket on their back. They were wearing plastic aprons and plucking the newly sprouted leaves. Pranjal's father slowed down to allow a tractor. Then Pranjal's father slowed down his car's speed because there was a tractor which had to pass from there, and it was pulling a trailer load of tree leaves to pass. Pranjal's father allowed him to pass from there, and the trailer was loaded of tea leaves. This is the second flush or sprouting period, isn't it, Mr. Barua? Rajveer asked. When Rajveer asked a question to Mr. Barua, who was Rajveer's father, he asked him, this is the second flush or the sprouting period, isn't it? क्या ये second flush है या sprouting period है ना? है ना? It lasts from May to July and yields the best tea, and it lasts फ्रॉम मे टू जुलाई. और ये कब से कब तक चलता है? इट लास्ट फ्रॉम मे टू जुलाई एंड प्रोड्यूस द बेस्ट टी. यू सीम टू हैव डन योर होमवर्क बिफोर कमिंग, Pranjal's father said in surprise. And Pranjal's father was very happy or very surprised to know the detail of all these things. He made a compliment that he seems to have done his homework before coming to Assam. Yes, Mr. Barua, Rajveer admitted. Yes, he admitted that he had researched or he had read a lot about tea garden, but I hope to learn much more while I'm here. But he wanted to learn much more when he will stay here. So this was a chapter. I think you have got clearly your chapter and you have understood it very well. So if you have any problem, you can write in the comment section or ask in the WhatsApp group, which is your class group. So thank you. Stay home, stay safe.